In the vibrant coastal city of Rivermore, where bustling markets and grand festivals filled the air with the sense of spices and fresh-baked goods, the annual Grand Feast Tournament was the highlight of the summer. Held in the massive harbor arena, a sprawling open-air coliseum overlooking the sparkling sea, it drew competitors from across the land for a spectacle of gluttonous glory, the ultimate competitive eating championship. This year, amid the towering professionals with barrel-like chests and jaws like steel traps, stood a surprising entrant, a 14-year-old boy named Carol, slim and unassuming, with tousled brown hair, curious green eyes, and a perpetual half-smile. Carol didn't look like a threat. He hailed from a quiet riverside village just outside Rivermore, where he'd grown up in his family's small bakery. From dawn till dusk, he sampled loaves, tarts, roasts, and sweets, never out of greed but pure delight. Food was his joy, his language, his superpower. The village kids nicknamed him the Endless Stomach, and soon whispers reached the city that this boy could out-eat grown men without breaking a sweat. The tournament attracted thousands of cheering spectators who packed the stone bleachers. Giant banners fluttered in the sea breeze, and vendors sold mini versions of the contest foods to the crowd. The rules were straightforward. 5 grueling rounds of escalating feasts. Contestants had to clear their assigned portions before the sand timer ran out. Speed, stamina, and sheer capacity decided the victor. The prize was the legendary Golden Platter, along with a fortune in gold, lifelong fame, and the title of Supreme Devourer. Round 1. The Bread Avalanche. Enormous stacks of crusty sourdough, seeded rye, garlic rolls, and sweet brioche appeared before each competitor, accompanied by vats of whipped honey butter. The starting horn blared. Favorites like massive Maud the Miller and Steel Belly Sven attacked with fury, crumbs flying everywhere. Carol sat quietly at his table, methodically buttering each piece before folding it whole into his mouth. He finished in the middle of the pack, solid, steady, and still looking relaxed. Round 2, the Noodle Tsunami. Bowls arrived in endless waves. Al dente spaghetti tangled in marinara, creamy fettuccine alfredo, spicy ramen, and meatball-laden penne, all crowned with parmesan avalanches. Bellies began to strain. One veteran, Blubbergus, waved the white flag after his 7th bowl, clutching his midsection. Carol found his rhythm: twirl, slurp, swallow, repeat. Sauce dotted his chin, but his pace never faltered. He surged forward, claiming 2nd place as the round ended. Round 3. The Carnivore Peak. This was where legends were made or broken. Platters towered with glazed ribs, whole roasted chickens, sizzling steaks, smoked sausages, and racks of lamb dripping with herbs. The arena filled with the mouth-watering aroma of barbecue. Sweat poured down faces. Massive Maud powered through half her mountain before slowing dangerously, her face turning pale. Carol, however, came alive. He stripped meat from bones with surgical precision, savoring every smoky bite, yet never pausing. The crowd started noticing the skinny kid in the oversized tournament bib. Chants rose, "Carl! Carl!" He seized the lead. Round 4, the Sugar Storm. The notorious dessert round. Trays of layered cakes, fruit tarts, cheesecakes, puddings, ice cream sundaes, and rivers of chocolate fondue. Sugar crashes claimed many victims. Steel Belly Sven collapsed dramatically amid a pile of half-eaten cannoli. Only 3 remained: Carol, Massive Maud, and cunning veteran Tricky Theo. Maud fought bravely but finally yielded to a towering Black Forest cake. Theo tried slipping uneaten bites into his sleeves, but sharp-eyed judges disqualified him instantly. Carol stood alone against the dessert deluge. He dove in with childlike glee. Forkfuls of strawberry shortcake, spoonfuls of tiramisu, scoops of gelato swimming in hot fudge. His belly swelled impressively, but his eyes stayed bright. With minutes to spare, he polished off the final tray of macarons and raised his hands in triumph. The crowd roared. The final round, the ultimate banquet. A single monstrous spread combining elements of every previous challenge, plus exotic extras. Flambéed pineapples, lobster tails and butter, caviar blini, truffle risottos, and a colossal victory pie the size of a wagon wheel. Since the others had fallen, Carol faced it solo. 30 minutes on the timer. Silence fell over the harbor arena as the horn sounded again. Carol inhaled deeply, smiled at the mountain of food, and began. He moved with purpose. Bread dipped in lobster butter, pasta wrapped around ribs, dessert bites between savory ones to keep his palate fresh. Memories flooded him, helping his mother knead dough at sunrise, sharing pies with village friends under starlit skies, discovering new flavors at every market stall. Food wasn't just fuel, it was love, adventure, life itself. 10 minutes in, he was a quarter through. 15 minutes, halfway. The crowd's tension turned to awe. 25 minutes, only a few plates remained. Sweat soaked his shirt, his breathing grew heavy, but determination burned brighter than ever. With 90 seconds left, Carol lifted the final massive slice of victory pie, layers of apple, berry, and cream, and took the biggest bite of his life. He chewed, swallowed, and slammed his fork down as the timer hit 0. The arena exploded. Horns blasted victory fanfares. Fireworks burst over the harbor. Confetti swirled in the ocean breeze. The Grand Master of Feasts strode forward and placed the gleaming golden platter into Carol's trembling hands. Rivermore's new supreme devourer, the announcer bellowed. Carol the Endless! Massive Maud, recovered and gracious, lifted him onto her broad shoulders. The other competitors applauded, some laughing in disbelief. Carol looked out over the cheering sea of faces, his belly impossibly full, yet his heart fuller still. The skinny village boy had conquered the greatest eating contest in the land, not through brute force, but through joy, rhythm, and an unbreakable love for every bite. From that day forward, tales of Carol spread along every river and road. Children dreamed of entering the tournament. Parents told bedtime stories of the boy who proved that passion could fill any stomach, no matter how small it started. And every summer, when the harbor arena filled once more, spectators scanned the newcomers, hoping to spot the next unlikely hero with stars in their eyes and room in their heart for one more plate.